Hejka, hejka, witam wszystkich serdecznie i co? Jesteśmy u profesora Figa. O, chyba się przespaliśmy, no i... Siema, Sharp.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox. It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor.
No coś ty.
I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black.
No to
It
poczekaj
was a
może.
book we were after.
Poczekaj jak on wyjdzie, a nie już klepiesz. No. Poważny
What?
ty jesteś?
That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look.
A, to ta książka, coś... Dobra, w inwentarzu sprawdzałem. To ona. No.
Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain.
I teraz
Now
pytanie,
I'll have to take
czyje
it
to
with me
są
to London.
wspomnienia?
The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
No, jeszcze
Plenty to
ciekawe
keep me
eliksiry.
occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Nauczyć jak nauczyć, ale potrafią pomóc. 6. Au. Dobra.
Protego!
It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, the training dummy is still available.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Dobra, pani Natsu? No właśnie. Co ja tam sobie najpierw poszedł ponaparzać w te 2 różdżki. Co, wybierz przycisk? A, mapy świata. O kurwa! Sporo tego będzie. To jest taka duża mapa i ludzie to ogarnęli? Jak bez takich większych wczytywań? Nice! Nieźle.
Professor Fig and we...
Tak, tak, fajnie, fajnie. Naklęcie się raz, gdzieś jest... Tak, tak. Dobra, bo to i tak będzie to samo miejsce.
have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Sobie nauczył się jak największej ilości zaklęć. Czy mógłbym to robić poza odcinkami? Sobie mógłbym. Ale szkoda mi czasu. Równie dobrze mogę to zrobić teraz, więc... pójdziemy później od razu, zrobimy magiczne różdżki.
Revelio. Levioso.
Mogę coś jakoś tak? Z Lucianem Brattelbym. O, to drzwi! Dobra, jesteśmy w magicznych różdżkach. Najpierw daj mi potrenować. Tak, ja wiem. Chcę poćwiczyć na manekinie.
Hello, Lucan.
Mogę to pominąć?
That'd be brilliant.
Wonderful. I'll set things up. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Nie no, ogarniemy. Dobra.
Accio. Incendio. Levioso.
Ciekawe.
Nicely done.
A, manekin się nam oszołomił.
Accio. Incendio.
Au!
That's it.
Dobra.
Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio.
Nie!
Incendio.
Udało się!
Excellent
Ale
fall.
było fajne.
Impressive wand work. I'd hate to face you in a duel.
Thanks, Lucan. You've been a great help.
Oh, stop. Don't make me blush.
Chyba dobrze, nie?
Seriously, well done. Training dummies will think twice before challenging you again. Plus, you'll be even more formidable in crossed wands. Other duelists had better beware.
No to co?
Hello,
Dawaj.
Lucan. Is the final round of cross wands ready?
Big match today. It all comes down to this. The moment that we find out if your training and dedication is enough to win it all. Ready for a shot at glory?
Si.
I certainly am.
Brilliant. Are you dealing with a partner?
Sale.
Yes, Sebastian.
Then let's get started.
We can make this a real victory.
That's the spirit.
No tak, no pięciu, kurde. Blokada celu, automatycznie namierza wroga.
Protego.
You're better than that!
Fringo. Incendio.
Don't shy away now.
Levioso.
There goes my way.
Incendio. Levioso.
Come on.
Accio.
Fringo.
Incendio.
Serio? To wszystko? Przecież oni nawet nie
I could never
atakowali.
duel like that.
Ej, to serio, przecież tam nikt nie atakował,
What
by
a
się zbugowali.
victory! You've won the tournament!
I'm just pleased to have done as well as I did.
And we're pleased to have such a gracious champion. Now, to the victor goes the prize! And so it is my great honor to present you with this simple yet elegant token of
Wezmę, co
supreme
dadzą.
dueling accomplishment.
Za darmo to uczciwa cena.
Thank you. It's been an honor.
You earned it. You are a duelist to be reckoned with. Now that we've definitively crowned the tournament winner, I suppose I should get back to my schoolwork. Wonder how my herbology plants are doing. I haven't tended them in ages.
Dobra. Co my tam teraz mamy jeszcze? Z pobocznych, niepobocznych, ogólnie z misji. Gdzie są misje? Tu są misje. Zaklęcie zielarstwa, zadanie prawa. Dobra, to tam. Nauczmy się nowego zaklęcia. Co to już? Aha. Dobra, to nie wiem. Oj. Dobra, to chyba sobie znajdźmy jakiegoś tego znicza. O, tu coś jest, tu... Słówka. Czemu nie mogą mieć sowy? Siema. No co? Chcę was użyć, ciebie. Chyba nie mogę. Pół kilometra, ale przynajmniej przejedziemy się po bardzo ładnym miejscu. Nie, ślicznie to wygląda, naprawdę. Postarali się ludzie z tą grą. Co tu dużo mówić. Co? Jest dbałość o szczegóły. Na bank, no, każdy by znalazł jakiś piękny detal, który by komuś nie pasował, ale no jednak jest ja widzę więcej pozytywów niż negatywów. Choćby nie wiem co, no. Zobaczymy jak ukończymy, tak? To ja wiem, ale na ten moment gra jest świetna. Tak, no. Klasa zajęcie zwierzęta. O, no proszę. A mogę jakoś tak sobie skrócić tę drogę? No fajnie, że nie blokują nas niewidzialne ściany też.
Revelio.
Nie? Nie ma nic? A, bo my idziemy na zajęcia z zielarstwa, okej. Gimbus.
Revelio.
No, namiotła należała do Seleny Wartnaby, że tylko to zostało po tym, jak koniecznie chciała się pochwalić przed innymi trzecioklasistami swoim eksperymentalnym zaklęciem księżycowej teleportacji. Okej.
Have you ever had a call from me?
Dawaj skrzynkę.
I was staring. Turned out I just spilled my flask.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Nie biją. A sekundkę, że zobaczymy tą stylową kamizeleczkę. Nie, to nie było. To nie było. Czym? Nie no, legendarny, oczywiście, że legendarny hit. Coś do różdżki mamy? No okej. Dobra, idziemy na zajęcia, nie możemy się spóźnić, ani zaniedbać szkoły. Przysiąg. Przysiągłbym, że ta zbroja na nas nuciła. Fajnie zaskoczy. Nie? To jest fajnie. No to zaczynamy.
Good morning, Professor Garlick. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears.
Mandragory!
Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
No to dawaj.
Quickly! Place your mandrake in the new pot and patch out the soil!
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at
brudny.
ease.
Reparo. No i najlepiej.
I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone.
A to co, nie poradziłem sobie, czy że jak?
Now for our next task, we'll be planting dittany.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Dziękuję.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil.
Rozumiem,
Now, as
że
I
duże.
mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you
Postaramy
to
się
have
być
your own
tak
potting table here in the
krok przed
classroom.
wszystkimi.
Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Czemu ona w ogóle to wygląda
how to
jakby
balance
tu
my star thistle arrangement.
była uczennicą?
Niffler's fancy.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a
Dobra,
vital
dip tam,
ingredient
tak?
in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's
Gotowe za
class.
10 minut. No i spoko.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage.
A to nie jest, że
You'll
pekińska?
find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes,
Akcja.
Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Palce jak palce.
Hello.
No
Saw you
elo.
on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander.
Siema.
I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbage. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with
Tobie z tłupem?
Sebastian.
A,
And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
jestem
Here we
mistrzem tej
are.
szkoły. Hello.
Home of the Chinese. Go on. Grab a few of those cabbages. Just mind your fingers. I almost got some thumbprints. Don't worry. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Chińska kapusta, no. A, przytrzymaj, dobra. Mhm.
Look
Wow.
at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the denoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters.
Odsuń się
Vicious
ode
little
mnie.
bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... Well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
No.
Trust me, Leander. I was imagining it the entire time.
You were? I mean, of course, you're, not someone to be trifled with.
Co?
I see
Nie.
that. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class.
Jaki?
Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
To wybucha? Dlaczego? Mam kapustę, która chce mnie zabić.
And with that helpful
Zarąbiście.
reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Dlatego mam nazwisko Riddle.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so
bardzo
enjoy
chętnie.
checking in with my new students.
Nie. A ty się tak nie bój.
Hope those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Oh,
7. Chłopiec przerażony.
I should think Professor Garlick would be more careful with her mandrakes.
Przepuść mnie. Dobra. Widzę 2 misje. Pójdziemy tu. Weź udział w lekcji Eliksiry. Tamta jest... daleko chyba poza Hogwarts. Spadam stąd.
Shouldn't there be auras or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade?
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely...
Uff. Już się bałem, że coś się odwali. No elo, Sharp.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a
On
Wiggenweld
chyba
potion
spożywa dużo
of
winogennego
your own.
eliksiru, ale chyba nie tego.
You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
Ja nie wiem, czy ja wziąłem tego. Dyktram.
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
Ja się zacząłem stresować. To już? Idzie pan profesor?
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
No, zaraz się przekonamy. Dziadu.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of...
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his
Tak.
office?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity.
Jesteś dziwny.
I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I don't know, Gareth. I don't want to get on Sharp's bad side.
You won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Sharp won't even miss it.
Nie.
I've enough to worry about collecting the ingredients he wants me to get. I'm afraid I can't help you.
I understand. I'll sort something else out.
Nie tym razem, sorry.
Your potion should not...
W sklepie Bergena i Bergsa dochodzi do zwiększonej aktywności poza zwyczajowymi godzinami pracy, szczególnie bardzo wczesnym rankiem, kiedy na tyły sklepu docierają podejrzane dostawy. W oparciu o posiadaną wiedzę na temat reputacji sklepu zwiększamy liczbę aurorów, jaka będzie obserwować ten przybytek. Wyznaczono ciebie do tego zadania. No i spoko. Coś jeszcze? Wszystko przeszukamy, nie? Jak w tym memie z Wiedźminem. Świergotni. Chyba wsio.
Remember, precision is key. Proficiency and potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough.
30 sekund. To się samo waży, jak rozumiem. O Jezu, to najdłuższe oczekiwanie. Mam czy nie mam?
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd. What's happening?
Professor Sharp must have...
Wait, it's not supposed to. Ah!
Gareth! Again!
Mel! Dragonstar! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again.
Czyli nie wyszło.
I brewed an Edorus potion as you asked, Professor.
Glad you managed to stay on task. Not every class is so eventful. I saw Mr. Weasley speaking with you earlier. He can be quite persuasive. Glad you managed to resist. You've done well today. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. And you can keep that Fwooper feather. This time. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the Wiggenweld potion.
Oh, you're the new student. I've heard much about you. Thank you. I'm Amit, by the way. Pleasure,
Oni się tak
truly.
stresują.
And I've never seen anyone brew such a flawless Wiggenweld potion on their first try. Well done.
I'm glad I was able to get it right the first time.
You must simply have a knack for potion making.
Tak ogólnie
Some
do
students seem
wszystkiego.
so confounded by potion recipes, it's as if they're written in gobbledygook. A fascinating language, by the way. Neither here nor there, really, but I am a self-taught speaker. Merlin's beard, good conversation is the enemy of free time. I must return my book, Gateway to the Far Stars, before my next class. Speaking of stars, we'll be in astronomy together. You'll love it. Professor Shaw is firm, but quite clever. See you soon, no doubt.
No,
My
kurczę.
robes are going to reach
Dobra,
you,
moi
Gareth.
drodzy, troszeczkę się działo. Było fajnie. O, to gdzie? Ej, idź ty. O, czarny rękawic jeszcze nie mam. Dobra, moi drodzy, mam nadzieję, że wam się podoba. Jeśli tak, zostawcie kciuka w górę. Co, do usłyszenia, trzymajcie się. Cześć.